Pisces, welcome to your general overview. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. The general overview is exactly that. It is a general read, kind of like an energetic temperature, if you will, of the collective and what's going on. Typically, I find that there is a core or central theme that is with the collective's energy, something that is really of critical note, concentration, okay? It doesn't tend to be so here and there, like say the Celtic cross. It's typically this is what's going on, and it's a central theme. It could be happening right here, right now. We're trying to work through it, process it, or it could be something old that's still with us and is still influencing us to this day. I never know, but it typically tends to be very important. So it's good to just kind of take a temperature check, if you will, of the collectives. So let's see what's going on for you, yeah? What is going on, please, for the Pisces collective? Regardless of what I see, the standard rules apply. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse energies as it applies, and that's if I see outside energies. The general overview is meant to be a more concentrated look at yourself, okay? But yeah, like in Scorpios, yeah, there can sometimes be a clear outside influential energy. There you go. Yeah. Show me that Pisces collective, please. Show me that Pisces collective. Show me that Pisces collective. What's going on? Just as a reminder to you, just because it says Pisces in the title doesn't mean it's for you, okay? You know, especially with these general overviews, it can be very overarching and very vague. So it might be something that spoke to you very strongly 2 years ago, or it might 2 years from now. Most of you will find yourself somewhere in the middle. And if not at all, this is also, again, perfectly normal. Check your other placements, so I'll catch you on the next one. Okay? There you go. Show me. Show me that Pisces collective. 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 Show me that Pisces collective, please. What's going on? Show me that Pisces collective. Show me Pisces. Show me Pisces, please. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. All right, Ace of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. Two of Cups. I'll get back to it, don't worry. Two of Cups, Strengths, Knight of Wands. Good. Nine of Swords. Oh, I'm sorry, Six of Swords. The Chariot. And the Queen of Swords. Overview. King of Swords. A lot of mental energy in you. Some of you might have some very strong air components in your chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Currently influencing you. Decision making. Game time. Working it out. Trying to solve something, pros and cons, trying to leave our feelings out of it. You've shown me that a couple of times, and I didn't think it's just you in there. But yeah, there is an energy in you that says, determination, I got to sort these thoughts out, what's going on, and a dedication to understand something. In the recent past, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Ace of Wands. I've got some conflicting thoughts here, all right? There is a desire and a call in you towards new optimism, hope, passion. And yet, there's still kind of pain in the way that's keeping you from reaching a new ace. Okay, feeling inspired, feeling alight once more. We're not quite done investing incompletely in finalizing possibly an ending or the pain that's involved in one. Or some of you are kind of going the other route. Is there something here that's salvageable? Do I still have energy to put into this? Page of Pentacles says maybe not so much. Okay? We'll see. Two of Cups, Strength, Knight of Wands. Oh boy, did we turn that frown upside down. That's a beautiful turnaround of energy. Feels good. Strength and resolve about emotionality, sharing it with somebody. Knight of Wands, that's fast, but it's a lovely kind of fast. Light, movement, forward, fluid, feeling it. You could say feeling it. That could be energy that's coming towards you very swiftly, something that you're moving towards very quickly. I don't know. But you're saying you feel okay. You feel pretty good. You feel stronger than you were. Let's put it that way. Future orientation, Six of Swords, the Chariot, Queen of Swords. Oh boy, that's a lot of determination that regardless, move it on. Move it on. I've made that decision. Regardless, move it forward. Six of Swords, the Chariot. That's a lot of momentum. But it's also the will to believe it mentally and emotionally. So that's good. I see Six of Swords all the time. Somebody's mentally resigned to moving forward, not necessarily that they felt it. And a lot of people feel that they're supposed to move forward, but they're not mentally prepared to do so. You're telling me that you are both mentally and emotionally prepared to move forward, and that you made that decision in the future. So what that is, where you're going towards with such speed and momentum and conviction, I don't know. But if it works for you, it works for you. And I'm trusting that you wouldn't be moving with that level of intensity and speed and conviction unless you knew it was correct for you. Okay? So let's get cracking. Let's start right here with that King of Swords. Show me that King of Swords, please, in Pisces overview. Show me that King of Swords, please, in Pisces overview. Show me. Show me that King of Swords, please. Show me that King of Swords. Show me that King of Swords. Show me that King of Swords. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's going on? Show me that King of Swords, please. Eight of Cups. Okay. The Knight of Swords, the Three of Wands. Waiting to feel something for something that just, man, it's kind of like I see you going through the motions in a particular situation, but the feeling is not there. It's just not there. There's too much waiting involved, and when there is action, there doesn't seem to be enough of an emotional punch behind it to retain a sense of why am I doing this. Because typically when we're doing something, we're like, I can usually give you a good couple reasons why I'm doing it, right? This is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm feeling, this is my experience, this is my responsibilities, I know what I signed up for. So there is a weird sort of pace that you are critically looking at now. I mean critically with the King of Swords. That's some analytical energy that says I got to focus on this. And he's looking at a situation where there's sometimes action and there's a whole bunch of waiting in between action. It's a weird pace of it's on and it's off. When it's on, it's on, and when it's off, it's off. And it kind of feels emotionally like taffy, being stretched too far in any one particular direction. Okay, sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off, and then it pulls back on itself like this, like a taffy machine. Okay. It's just too stretched out between action and inaction. Between something's going on and then I got a bunch of waiting in between those moments. And it's numbed somebody out. Eight of Cups. I'm assuming it's you. It's numbed you out. Between there's something and then there's nothing. What does this mean? Why am I doing this? Am I even emotionally attached to this? It doesn't have to be significant to other guys. It's just your emotionalities as Pisces, as it should. I should be seeing some water for you come into play. It's like, how does this make me feel? It makes me feel like it's not worth it. Numb. Like you're not attached to it. And for water signs, that's kind of a problem. When we're not attached to something, you can't help but question again, am I doing this? Why am I participating in this? I don't particularly feel one way or another about it. You know, it doesn't make me upset, it doesn't make me angry, but it's not exactly having me jumping for joy either. So why am I participating in this? Yeah, whatever that is to you. Could be work, family, friend, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, let's take it as friendship. It doesn't have to be love, guys. Let's take it as friendship. All right? If my friends called me and they asked to use my truck to move, I wouldn't hesitate. There's that Knight of Swords. But when I need something, when I need to talk or I need a favor, guess what? Three of Wands. I'm left hanging, waiting, wanting. Eight of Cups. How do I feel about that? Not so much. I don't feel so good about that, right? Just as an example outside the old love box, guys. But it's critical enough for you to be thinking about it. Particularly you're thinking about your feelings, which for you thinking about your feelings instead of you just feeling them, it tells me how removed you are from the situation. Okay, that Page of Pentacles, please. Let's go ahead and take a deeper look at the recent past. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles, please. So again, don't force the situation. It either makes sense to you and you understand it completely, comprehensively, or you don't. That's it. Don't try to force it if you don't understand it. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Okay, the World. Oh, Two of Cups. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, we're cycling this out. There's just not enough comprehensive contribution that's in some sort of dynamic that you share an emotional principle with. Two of Cups isn't as complex as the Six of Cups and the Lovers. Okay. I don't know who you're sharing. You're supposed to have, this is our emotional relationship. We've shared cups. We're kind of comfortable with each other. So that could be anybody, honey. Friend, family member, somebody down the street. I don't know. You're saying there's not enough comprehensive work in this. So you are letting it go. It's being cycled out, or someone's letting go of the dynamic they have with you. But given that you are putting so much critical thought into this about action versus inaction and how you're kind of numb towards the whole thing, You either see for yourself not enough work is being put into this as a constructive effort that says it makes sense to the both of us, so I'm going to decline any more, okay? Or somebody's saying that towards you. I am leaning more towards that's you, though. Looking at this, kind of removing yourself personally from the situation and saying this isn't working. Eight of Pentacles, it's not working. The good feeling that should exist between us, I don't think either of us are acting from good feeling. I think you and I are acting towards each other out of habit and a sense of I must do as opposed to I want to. Big difference, right? I agree. That's what I think we were doing that critical examining over here. You and I are acting Knight of Swords out of habit, but not necessarily out of good feeling. And being on the same page about constructive efforts. So somebody's like, I'm no longer going to contribute to this. Page of Pentacles, and I think that's you. The greater scheme of things you're telling me isn't great enough. That's it. Just pulling back the lens, the greater scheme of things isn't great enough. That's it. It's pretty straightforward. Ten of Swords. I think you're assuming the responsibility of whatever this is as being over. That doesn't mean that you weren't hurt. That doesn't mean you weren't disappointed. It's just, again, when we're confronted with these things and realities, what do you do with the knowledge once you have it? You got to do something with it, right? And that means somebody somewhere has got to foot the bill and assume the responsibility of cycling something out. Oh boy, I just upset a lot of cross watchers today, but it either applies or it doesn't, so I don't know why anyone would be upset with it. It is what it is, you know? And if you are that person, it's reverse, then it's reverse. I'm not going to argue with you. It's either it is or it isn't. But right now I'm reading Pisces. And this is Piscean energy. Show me that Ten of Swords. Show me that Ten of Swords. I don't know why people are so upset by endings. It was either meant to be, it needed to, it wasn't supposed to happen, it wasn't working, and why do you want to stay in something that's not working? Because the Pisces I'm looking at says this is not working, and I have to agree. Ten of Swords, the Four of Wands, it was some sort of relationship. Six of Pentacles, we had to make that decision. It took a minute. Again, this was not an overnight decision. You have a kind of balancing act with this person. Some sort of Six of Pentacles in the 3D world where it seemed like it was fair for a while. You both did a balancing act of some type within this dynamic. The Four of Wands, it could be a commitment, some sort of relationship, okay, contractual, I don't know. But the idea is we waited. We waited. I'm sorry, I just saw 2026. I don't know why. That's why I hesitated. I saw the calendar year 2026. I have no idea why. It just popped into my head. There it goes. It was flipping through it, specifically January 2026. I don't know. But for some of you somewhere, that might make sense. That might not. I don't know. Okay. Ten of Swords. Yeah. We waited. We put time into this. Okay. We balanced it. Tried to make sense of it, and I think you worked with it as long as you could before you arrived to the conclusion. You and I are probably used to constructive efforts out of habit, but not necessarily out of good feeling. Okay? Just because we have a relationship here doesn't mean our good, proper, healthy feelings are in it. Okay? And that doesn't mean we're acting from our feelings of love. It just means we're acting towards each other out of habit. I think that's very responsible of you. I think that's very strong insight. I do. That's really good, strong insight. I wish more people had it, to be honest. But there you go. I know I'm not trying to minimize it. I know this took a minute. And again, I see you assuming responsibility for it. I know you did contemplate keeping it together longer. That was in here too. That was part of the delay. It's one of the decisions. Can I consciously, Pisces, say, I'm still putting the best of my effort into this? Can they say they're putting the best of their effort into this? And you asked yourself that many times. The old back and forth until you arrive to the conclusion, our actions are not, the source spring of our actions is not love as I understand it. It's action followed with long periods of inaction. Okay, Ace of Wands. Show me Ace of Wands. And here is the offer of energy renewal right there. Ace of Wands, or gravitate towards new altogether. And I don't see it as an offer of energy renewal. Okay? You have to remember, new is in the word renew. So it could have swung in either direction. Ace of Wands. Show me that Ace of Wands. Show me that Ace of Wands. Yeah. I don't even really need to clarify that at this point, but we'll go ahead and do it. We'll go ahead and do it. Ace of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Hermit. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really need to clarify it, but we did it anyway. I'm getting to that point now where I kind of anticipate what to see, so I'm going to start skipping some placements in future just because to streamline it. There's just some things I already know is going to take place. And in this case, it's just what I said. You had been opening up towards new for a long time. This didn't happen overnight. The Hermit's here. He's a long-term healer. He takes a minute. He's not exactly known for being rushed. The Page of Swords, small insight. What started as a very small thing for you began to expand over time as you continued to heal yourself and examine these things from a critical point of view, critical understanding, etc. And the Knight of Wands, the more you continued to engage and open up in the sense of newness and the possibilities that come with it, your energy started to pick up positively outside of this. In other words, you saw hope for yourself outside of this. You saw new enrichment for you outside of this. You saw new possibilities, new forms of happiness, enthusiasm, life, that rocket fuel, tempered with the experience of the Hermit. So you knew when you started feeling these positive markers about your decision, that's when you started to heal further. You recognized it. In other words, you understood it was a good thing. There you go. Fast forward. That's it, you know. So again, it's like green means go. I mean, in other words, it was correct. I have to tell people all the time, heavy contemplation, ending, this is what I concluded, this is my observation, this, etc. So when we end things and I see automatically enthusiasm, energy boosts, but specifically healing, like you showed me here with the Hermit, that tells me, deadpan, 100% of the time, it was correct. You had to learn as you went along, and you tried to heal things. You did. You tried to fix. You tried to work with this. I can't say you didn't. You did. This was not an overnight decision, guys. You didn't just rush in there. It was this process of rushing in, doing what needed to be done, and then there's long absence in between those actions that made you realize the lack of emotional. We're not working through the heart. We're working through habit. Okay? Again, does not have to be a significant other. All right, moving on. Present day, Two of Cups, Strength, Knight of Wands. Woo! You're feeling that Knight of Wands. Some of you might have some very strong, I said air, but fire as well. You got a lot of, you got the zoomies. You got the zoomies, as they say. Show me that Two of Cups, please. Show me that Two of Cups. Show me that Two of Cups. Show me that Two of Cups. Which, again, I will point out to you once more, was absent. In those constructive efforts, we understood this, cycled it out, didn't see much more of a point in contributing. I know it's easily summarized, so don't take it as an offense. I know that took a long time. These things do, as they should. Show me that Two of Cups, please. Show me that Two of Cups. Show me that Two of Cups. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Judgment, Death. I know, Queen of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's something here about that Two of Cups that ultimately we understood was unacceptable. Just showing me more of the same. In other words, it's concentrated and you understand it, but here's the point. Here's the difference between understanding it intellectually, back here, and in present day is that now your heart space is open towards ascending. In other words, you feel you got out of your King of Swords, which is fine. We all need to slip into the King of Swords from time to time. It's just not who you are. As time has passed and healing has done its job, you feel it here now much more like yourself. There's something here about the love that you understand was either absent or off. I don't know. Somebody had a working version of love that was exactly that. It's working, or it's manageable, or it can be done like a checklist. And that's just not something I feel that you Pisces could attach to. And I understand I'm that same way. I think most water signs are. We don't really experience love as a checklist or actions or inactions. Don't get me wrong. Actions obviously speak to someone's love and intentions. But when it feels like there's action with no love behind it, then it's work. That's work. And again, that could be friendship, that could be family, that kind of thing. So, with judgment, okay, of that ending, your judgment, also, yeah, the universe was kind of saying, yeah, that's not really for you. This wasn't really for you. Okay. With death, that particular Two of Cups. But also, now you feel it. You feel much more like yourself. Okay? And there's an acceptance for what you've done because it felt correct. Taking ownership of actions, our pathway and decisions, these are major accomplishments. You know, it can get into a weird space where we feel like a bad guy, but it's not being a bad guy when it's the right thing. The Spirit's just telling me it was the right thing to do. And perhaps you played along much longer than you meant to, because they're saying ultimately this was going to end. And judgment with death, that's a pretty heavy write-off from the universe. Like, we think you knew, and you probably always knew how this was going to end up. But hey, sometimes we got to be in there, fighting the fight before we accept it or acknowledge it. Or in this case, working for whatever this is, and it feels like work. I know, it's a little cheeky, but the universe doesn't really play favorites. They don't really play favorites, the universe. Okay. It's kind of like you knew, Pisces, where this was going to head, and that it was likely going to be you that put the call on it, and you know this love isn't for you, and see, now you feel a lot more like yourself. You feel much more capable, much more restored, much more you. Your heart space is back open. You knew it was right. You know, it's like, so not only they're saying, I knew, and you knew, and we knew that you knew, they're also saying sent at the same time, though, good job. Okay. That's how the universe is, honey. I knew, and you knew, and we knew that you knew that we knew that this was going to end up one way, but you had to do it. Okay, fine. But you feel better, so good job. I know it. The universe is a lot like a parent in that respect, a firm parent. Not a helicopter parent. Nope. Not a spoiling parent. Nope. Just a firm, this is how you're getting nudged, and you're going to keep getting nudged until you do what's right kind of parent. And in other words, the best kind, you know? Show me strength, please. Dead center of the reading. Show me strength, please. Show me strength. Show me strength. Show me strength. So for those of you who want to know, this one I forgot to tell during Scorpio's. This is a very interesting deck. I just started using it. I like it. It's that one. Somebody gifted it to me, so I actually don't know where it came from, but Google it. I'm sure you'll find it. Show me strength, please. Show me strength. Show me strength, please. Okay, the stars, beautiful. Okay, hey, okay, Ten of Pentacles and the Sun. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's lovely. Yay. Let me do this Knight of Wands real quick. I'm going to get back to that. I'm very curious. That's very curious energy. That looks more than general hope to me, honey. That's looking a little more solid in the 3D. Show me the Knight of Wands. Show me this Knight of Wands. Show me that Knight of Wands. Show me that Knight of Wands. There's that energy and enthusiasm you were feeling back here when you knew you were on the right course, correct? So this Knight of Wands, please. Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. You're getting together with somebody who feels very right. I don't think you're getting married right away. No, that Ten of Pentacles threw me off. I was like, what? You two share communities. So you're very close to each other's proximity. That's all I know. It's at the dead center reading. And it also has strength placement. So Leo season, which is right around the corner for tarot time, is coming up. You might want to pay attention in Leo season. I got someone here. It's looking like you two are on a collision like this. But it's a good collision where it goes like this. So it looks good. It looks very good. We know this person to some way, to some extent. That are right on that cusp between present and future, which means they could be a soul bond you have yet to meet. That's 100% true. It's a bit tricky because soul bond has that thing of my soul recognizes yours, so you have that special moment where you see that person, you feel them, and you don't quite know how to explain it. That's that soul bond connectivity that implies old but can still be new. And in its case, I can't quite tell where you two are because they're showing me Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. They're telling me they're ready to rock. They're ready to rock. Their energy is sincere. It's passionate, it's loving, they have a full heart and a strong sense of self with Nine of Pentacles. That's the whole package, baby. And that's a beautiful package. This is someone who says they are very comfortable with themselves, who they are. They're very aware of what their energy's like. And they kind of, you know, move to the beat of their own particular drum. So that's one of the reasons why I like the Knight of Wands in this. This is someone's like, I love my energy. I love how I am. I dance to my music, and I love it. I dance to life. I have my own energy. I feel it. I hear it. This is who I am. This is me. You don't have to hang around and listen to my drum, but you can, you know, try to take a place in the drum circle, and we'll see if we can make a song together, you and me, right? That's that person's energy. And you're like, I love that. So, and again, heavy Leo energy here. So it's either you have some strong Leo in your chart, but I'm seeing it more possibly as the season. Right there, baby. 10 of Pentacles, and that threw me off at first. I'm like, Pisces, where the hell did that come from? And it's like, no. This is the dream. This is the dream, Christina. This is the dream, right? You have it right here with that star. Huge hopes, desires for stability. And the sun. You wish to thrive in the sun, and stability is your ultimate dream, hope, and wish. The strength to carry that vision out. Okay, knowing what's not right for you and having the strength to carry out your vision. Beautiful, right? But that 10 of Pentacles, their 9 of Pentacles, somewhere in between the two, you two are actually very close in proximity. And I also think, not just in closeness in terms of physical distance, but also a lot of shared values in terms of priority, experience, resourcefulness, stability. So while they might have a very open energy that is almost wild and exciting, the fact of the matter is they're just as grounded as you are. Because 9 of Pentacles, you can't be a 9 of Pentacles unless you're willing to stand on your own 2 feet. So that's a lot of experience, and it says, and that's why they're so confident. I mean, again, one of the reasons why the 9 of Pentacles is my favorite cards, 9, is because you have to be familiar with your energy, right? You have to be familiar with your own sense of confidence and emotional self. You have to be willing to dance to the beat of your own drum, okay? Because that means you're an individual, you're an independent, and you two have a lot of, 9 is 1 away from a 10. So you two have a lot of common attributes. But this person's heart is open and it's ready to rock. Ace of Cups, 6 of Cups. They recognize the soul bond in you. And you're like, hell yes. And I like it. I like it. I don't know when you two are set to collide. But I have to go back to that concept that you two might already know each other, especially since you two are so close in proximity. That's beautiful. I love the Ace of Cups in this deck. It's so beautiful. Lovely. I don't know when you two are going to collide, but it's looking like you're on a set, and this... Good job. They said that you're ready. They say that they're ready. And you two are going to meet pretty damn soon, if not already. I want to see, is it a soul bond you've yet to meet, or do you know who they are? There's a good chance you already know who they are, especially since you two are so close in proximity. You share similar values. Perhaps you run in the same circles. Or you did, or you have done. That's why I'm so very curious. But, yeah, this person could be heavily water-oriented, just like you. I don't know, but they have a damn strong passionate streak, too. So do you, actually. It's almost like you're rediscovering it. Okay. And, well, that would explain your conviction in future. I'm moving forward. There's no stopping me. That's right. There is no stopping you. Once you know what you want, anyone knows what they want, and they know when it's time to move forward, and they mean it, they dedicate it, they talk it, they practice it, they preach it, make it so. Was that Captain Picard? Make it so. Yes. Show me that 6 of Swords, please, in the future. Oh, I don't know. But I'm just getting summer. It's all that Leo energy. So summer, summer, summer to me. And if you haven't smacked into him yet, you're gonna. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't know when. I don't know how. Oh God, was that the Little Mermaid? But it's happening. It's happening, baby. It's happening. Okay. Is that why I said 2026? For some of you, this is not until 2026. Is that why? No, I'm not telling you to wait. I never suggested that, and I don't say that. It's just things flash to me when they flash to me. I have no control over that. So for you're like, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Okay, so for some of you, 2026 is your year. I told you this took a minute. And timelines are fluid in tarot. Good tarot is timeless. Like I said, It might have applied to you 2 years ago. It might apply to you 2 years from now. Technically 3 for some of you. Yeah, 2026. But that's not all of you. If you're experiencing this right now, congratulations. Show me that Six of Swords, please. Show me that Six of Swords. Show me. Show me that Six of Swords. Show me that Six of Swords. 24th and or 26th in the general sense might be important. Show me that Six of Swords. Ace of Wands, moving towards, holding back. Yeah. So once you understood that there was no point in holding out, and that's a hard truth, and that's not an easy truth, and it's not a fun truth. Once we understand that we were holding out, holding back, and that it was keeping us from moving towards what we want, that's a hard realization. Okay. All holding on does is hold us back. That's a hard truth, and we had to learn it. Yeah. But once you learned it, again, to your credit, you have been moving forward ever since, and in good, healthy ways. Okay? Ways that excite you, ignite you. You started triggering that Ace of Wands back here. I saw it, and you're going to continue to lean into that energy of this is what it's like to move forward, and I will never lose sight of it again. Ever. Why? Shit. Seriously, honey. That's beautiful. Show me the Chariot, please. Show me that Chariot. I see that as an overarching goal. I will never lose sight of that again. I will always gravitate towards that which calls to me, compels me, but never tries to trap me or keep me in place or makes me feel like I'm running an endless errand or circuit of a honeydew checklist or whatever, because that's not love. I agree. I see that fairly often. You'd be surprised how often I see that for folks. You know? Just because your partner or your spouse always has a checklist for you as soon as you walk through the door doesn't mean it's love. That just means they got more shit for you to do. I know it's very reductive. I'm not saying where you came from is just that. I'm not. It's just to give you an idea, even if it's a crude one. Okay? Chariot, people need to ease the hell up on how personal they take things sometimes. The Chariot, Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. There it is again. More of that sense of discovery, and the more you move forward, the more you open up to understanding where you've come from, specifically pain, how it's influenced you, how it has shaped you, and how it has held you back and made you stagnant. And again, these are concepts that you are dedicated to understanding and never forgetting. Okay? Like I'll never have anything impede my growth again. I will stay where I need to stay because it's healthy and productive, not because it isn't. And I will never stay just because I got used to pain. And I will never stay or stick around just because I got used to investing in a situation that no longer serves me. I won't do it. That is stagnation, I agree. So the more we look at this, the more we learn from it, the less likely we are to repeat it. The idea is that we should always... See, it's not about always moving forward or moving on, guys. It's knowing the difference between when to stay because it moves you forward as a person to stay. That's called healthy. That's a healthy dynamic. When it stops being healthy for you because it no longer challenges you, it no longer loves you, it no longer puts you in a position of feeling like you are loved, cherished, or in a place of self-discovery or have self-worth, then it doesn't matter how much that relationship is physically moving. That doesn't mean that it's healthy for you. Okay, so you can be a busy, busy, busy bee all day long. That doesn't mean you're growing as a human being. Okay? And there's a lot of people who stand perfectly still and they grow as a human being from the inside out. Okay? And I think you've been a little bit of both. And wherever it is that you came from. The point is, either way, staying in it too long for the so-called right reasons or wrong, whatever, just proves stagnant. It is, I'll never lose sight of moving forward again. I will know to stay with what's right for me, and I will know to move on from what isn't. Just don't be stuck, right? All right, show me that Queen of Swords. So that's interesting. I got some specificity for you, some very strong specifics, and then some overarching concepts as well. Very good. I like that. Show me that Queen of Swords. 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 Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Nine of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Death. The fight's over. Oh, good. Oh, good. I know that sounds scary, but you guys need to get a little more used to death if you think that's scary, because this is actually good. That fight that you've had, the internal struggle, okay, that's over. Okay? wherever it is you came from. I see you reflecting on yourself as a Nine of Pentacles. There's something that you very much strongly admire in this person's energy. They're on your mind a great deal. Okay, you like where they come from. You like the experience they've gathered. You see how similar they are to you. And it kind of kills the fight. It kind of kills the fight of whatever stress you came from. Your growth. Seeing your lack of growth, that was frustrating. Okay. Where you were in the sense of future in the greater scheme of things, all that conflict and the frustration goes away. You're showing me the same level of confidence that the person whom you're connecting with. It went from this connection to going back to you, which is good. That's my preference for the general overviews, is to focus on the collective's energy. Okay, so while I'm very happy for you for this, and this is wonderful, my focus has really been about you, what you're learning and doing, and so on. And you're saying to me over and over again, no more fight, no more struggle with myself or situations, no more concepts of stagnation. I will never allow that to be there again. You know, that's beautiful. You're standing on your own 2 feet. You're very pleased with this. You're very pleased with your progress, as you should be. Very good. All right, Pisces. Just like last time, yours might be one of the most straightforward ones I've seen. That's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. You know, this had its moments of difficulty, but its layout was incredibly straightforward. It's almost down to a detail, down to a plan. At one point, you accept the fact that this was probably never going to ultimately work out, despite how much we did or didn't put into it from your side or the other person's side. How it became more about function, form and function, as opposed to love, that kind of thing. Okay. I don't know how long that played out, and for some of you, yeah, this isn't for a couple of years down the road. There's no other explanation as to why I saw 2026. Unless you can say absolutely you know something to be true for 2026. That's for some of you. For some of you are doing this now. Trust the process, and what you're doing is correct. The alleviation of your energy, that sigh of relief, the healing, the energy spiking, moving forward, never hesitating again, feeling correct in your heart, connecting with somebody who is very compatible to where you are in life. All beautiful reflections of hard-earned lessons. Keep doing that. And that fight in you will die. The stress, the strain, the aggravation you felt, okay, that will all go away. And you're going to feel great. All right? I particularly like your reflection of yourself in the future and how far you've come. And you're taking a lot of experience and wisdom with you. So that's always a good thing. Okay. Critical timing, please. Show me some critical timing, please, for Pisces. I'm so curious. Any sort of, okay. Within 3 months for some of you, whatever point on that timeline, don't lose hope, okay? Within 3 months for some of you, you will know absolutely what you're doing, okay? There's one in the community that's just resonating with you so strongly, so beautifully, so naturally. 6 months possibly for that person. Okay. Okay. Very good. 6 months from now. Some of you it is Leo season. For others of you it's 6 months from that time. Yeah. Alright. For some of you, yeah. 6 months, not anytime soon. For others of you, I have to insist it's right around the corner. Leo season. There you go. Within 3 months, this other concept. Let it happen. Okay. Just let it happen. Things are unfolding. Divine timing is at play. One obviously is going to affect the approachability of the other, the domino effect. And August, for some of you, yeah, August might be very important. That's still technically a Leo season. Yeah, late July to late August. Yes. Okay. Right? Huh? Yes. Even I get it. Like, sometimes I still fall prey to that. Like, Leo, for some reason, and Virgo, the line gets really weird. I don't know why. But there you go. There you go. Pisces, this is absolutely beautiful. I like it a lot. Oh, we got some time. Well, I can't really say that about the other folks. But yeah, this is great. It's absolutely great. Anything else in here, please, for Pisces? Anything else in here, please, for Pisces? Across the board. Leo season, 6 months, 2-3 years. There's something here, August. It keeps going ping, 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 August. August. I just keep saying Leo season. It might be important. Slow and steady. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That 3 months for some of you might be 3 years. I'm sorry. But also, I'm not. Things are supposed to happen when they're supposed to happen. Divine timing is at play. I strongly, sharply saw 2026 in the calendar, specifically January 2026. So for some of you, 3 months about this situation that's a background. Some of you, it's 3 years. Don't be upset if it's not you. And if it is you, and you're not in that place yet to look at this or really look at it or learn about it or discuss it, there you go. It's not for you yet. Okay, yeah, it's slow and steady. That Knights of Pentacles celebration with the Divine Feminine. That's what I'm saying. There's something here I can't see. I'm not saying you're going to connect with this person and you're going to go have a happily ever after. That's clearly down the road. It's something to do with some sort of connectivity with this person. I told you, you know who they are. You know who they are. You've worked with them, you share a similar community. You're not with them, you're not connected with them, not like that, not yet. You both have the energetic capability of very much connecting like that, just not yet. But that doesn't mean we're not talking with this person in the interim, finding reasons to celebrate, joy, little victories, 3 cups, let's hang out, let's have a coffee, let's have a laugh. And somebody who represents that divine feminine energy. I felt heavily that was a she, but, you know, traditionally tarot is non-gender directed or agenda. But sometimes it is very strongly that energy. It just feels that way. They might be a little younger than you. That's okay. I don't know why I'm getting that. It just has a... I'm not saying they're immature, I'm just saying either they have a much freer energy that makes them feel a little timeless, you know, that they look younger than they are because their energy is or they might literally be younger than you. And then opening up. We're going to open up to that person. It's just not like that. But that could take place in any way, guys. Conversation. And I feel like that particular radar is getting pinged for Leo season. It's not going to be all that, not yet. But just kind of starting the dialogue. I don't know. You might open up a little bit to this person about what you've been experiencing. I don't know. Twin flames, you probably know my beliefs on this. I don't believe in the twin flames, but I do believe in the lovers and or soul bonds, and that's as close as I'm going to get to recognizing it. Twin flames is largely an unhealthy concept in my book and from my background. I'm sorry, I just have a very different perspective, one that's based in psychology and science. Twin flames is just an overly exaggerated version of the runner-chaser dynamic, which is exquisitely unhealthy. I do, however, believe in soulmates and soul bonds, and that's a little different. That's an inherent connection that you can recognize and click with, even if it doesn't make sense to you or you have the lack of words to define it or label it, okay? It's a little bit more precious for that reason, and it's a little more unique for that reason, and it's very normal for soul bonds, like water molecules, to come together and break apart like this, okay? But that doesn't necessarily mean one is chasing the other, or one is running after the other. It's just sometimes you meet at different points on your timeline until you're either ready to be in each other's lives on a more full-time basis, or you're always meant to be a kind of reflection of lessons on each other, okay? Life is a crapshoot of both. You never know. But that's what I will recognize in terms of that, because I did see it through this person's point of view, 6 of Cups, okay? So I do recognize bare minimum the soulmate here, all right? And so it is. All right, Pisces, honey, I hope this helped you. It was a great reading. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm very happy to see this for you. I always celebrate people who absolutely know in their best interest, even if it means getting our asses kicked. A long time reflecting upon our situation until we can't reflect upon it anymore, and it simply will not do. We must simply act at some point. Your reflection was honest and sincere, and you opened up with it. This back and forth between action and no action, and very little feeling in between points of action and non-action, and waiting and distance and time. And seeing you look at that retrospectively with so much depth of mind and depth of character, really weighing in on those particular scales. It informed you a great deal, and I respect all that. It was just, I was happy to see you slip back into your energy. Okay, even when the universe was like, Pisces, you honey, you gave this a damn, you put your thinking cap on. We love you for that. And you had that thinking cap on for years. Cool, you did your due diligence. We respect that. But this is how it was going to end up, and we all knew it. But hey, you had to go through the paces. I understand, but you feel better, and that's all we care about. And then boom, your energy unfolds to this divine feminine or whomever, beautifully, naturally, organically, the way it should be. Okay? All right, that's enough. I hope this helped you. I will see you in approximately 2 weeks for your next reading. Take care. Be well.